Right, so for the first time I've started doing this, and to be honest, it's probably the worst time considering I made hundreds of beats and never done this before, but we're going to go with it. So we've got my MIDI keyboard and I'm just pissing about with this because I've just got it. I've been using MPC Studio and MPC 2 software. I've just updated to 3, but we're not quite there yet on the use of that, so we're just going to go with some basics on here. So what I've done is I've been playing about with a few synth packs I've got. I can sort you out links to them at the end. And I've basically I've got a house lead, which is random, a mute guitar, a keyboard and a brass, and I've made just sort of the basic loop using the keyboard. So I've just loaded each instrument up in the same key, which I've kept as C because that's the standard load up key, so it keeps it very simple for the beginners. And basically what we've got here to build off is this rise. So here we go. Turn my speakers up a bit. Right, okay, so pretty simple stuff. I've just obviously looped the brass for this first 8 bars because we're just sort of randomly building a beat here. So what I've done is I've added the 6th track of the beat and I've loaded a drum kit up in here. So we'll click on here and we'll see that we've got the other ones are sort of sounds that are irrelevant to me because I'm just using the drums out of this. So we'll go here. Yeah, so we've got drums loaded, so what we're going to do is just roughly record some in here. So what I usually do, this is just for my personal preference, is I shift my time correct to around about 32 for my drums, because if I'm a little bit out, it seems to pull me naturally into there, but that might not work for everyone. So straight away we'll go and click record. Got the pads going, we're ready here, we're going to play start, ready, we'll get the count and we'll go. And then we've got a 4-bar basic drum loop there, so we're just going to go with that because we are going quick for this one. So we'll just play that back through now. Right, so what I'm going to do now is just duplicate this drum loop through to the 8th bar, end of the 8th bar, the 9th bar, sorry, and add some hi-hats to basically create a bit of an intro to the beat. So we're going to go down here and we're going to turn our time correct back to bar, make sure it's on, which it is, so that when we duplicate it hits exactly to the bar. Control D, and now we've got that in place there. So now what we're going to do is overdub this and add the hi-hat. Wait there, we need to turn the time correct back. So we're going to go around 16 for the hi-hat. Right, no, we'll go again, okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Right, so what I've done here is I've just duplicated those hats, you know, again into that drum pattern and quickly quantized, still to my setting. So now we've got this for an intro. Right, so now we're just going to see obviously the basic loop that we made before, what that drops into, what we're going to build from that. So we'll give it a play from like 2 bars back, say, just to see what we're doing now. This is just how I do it. I mean, we're no pros, that's why we're here. Right, so what I think I'm going to do is basically keep the drums going just for build the beat. We'll keep the drums going just to build the beat as they are, but I'll change them up after. And what I think I'll do is maybe keep even the same loop going, but duplicate this brass into a different instrument and sort of bring it in quieter through the verse. But like, let's see how it works. Let's go. Right, so we're just going to chuck this in. Same video about 1 minute later. So I found this orchestra strings section thing, and I've got this right, so but I haven't played this here yet. I've played it over the intro, so let's go. I'll play it over the intro and then we'll see how good we are at finding sounds. So I'm gonna record it for the crack just to give us the count. Right, well, Dopey left his time correct on there, but it's off now, so we'll go again. Right, now I think that's going to sound pretty good. I mean, I might not even leave that in the intro. I think what I might do is like bring that in, you know, in the verse, but we'll see what it's like. And then we're back to where we're going to start playing, so let's see. Right, so we'll put our time correct back on to, we'll go shift time correct, back to bar, switched on, yeah. So what I'm going to do is just duplicate the drums and those strings into there and see how it drops as a verse. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah. So we'll go to the end of the 8th verse and we'll just take the drums out just to make it artificial drop, if you get us. So we'll see how this goes now. So we'll do it with them in first and then we'll do them with it out after, and then we'll see. Here we go. Ooh. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Right, so we've heard it with in the intro. Let's take it out. Wait there, we're going to save it. Back it up. Right, we're done. So now we're going to take it out of the intro and just see how it goes with a drop from the start. Right, I think we're fairly getting somewhere there. I'm just going to chuck a quick sub under this, and then like construct it into a general beat, and that, apart from the fact that I missed all the synths out, is basically a basic hip-hop beat constructed, but we will add samples and go further, obviously. Right, so I found this bass line, didn't record us playing it, but we'll solo it and show you it. No, we won't record you of that bass line, but we've found this bass line, so I've got, well, it's not even that detailed, but so these two, but right, we've got when we'll play the beat. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's good. Right, yeah, so this is it with that in. You probably can't hear much of a difference, but it does make a difference. Yeah, so you get where this is going. Right, so we've copied that through. Let's just see what we're sounding like at the minute. Obviously we're still very basic, just made on the keyboard, but you know, I'm 12 minutes into the video, I'm probably about 20 minutes into the beat in reality. Yeah, there's a beat. That's definitely a beat. There's like an intro and a verse. I mean, we've done fuck all with it yet. I haven't affected now, but we've got something going, you know. So we'll come back. I'll construct this, I'll edit things, and we'll see the finished beat. But there's a basic, very basic construction of something on the MPC2 using the MPC Studio and the MPK Mini. Very quick, very basic, but I haven't used any effects, files, anything, so that is just showing you how to construct something quickly, and I hope that helps. That's my first video, to be fair, so hopefully I get a bit better after this, but it's got to be worth something.